Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our first video tutorial on how to draw series from Campbell Elementary PTO. So today we're gonna do a pumpkin, and on your little kit that you got, you should have this paper that has your instructions on how to draw and paint a pumpkin. And I'm just gonna show you how I do it when I'm painting. So first of all, you're gonna need your paints that you got. You're gonna need your mixing palette. You're gonna need the brush that you got in your kit and your paper, of course. Now you will also need a water cup and a pencil. Any pencil will do. So first of all, we start by drawing a circle. Will be the big shape of your pumpkin. There we go. Now it doesn't have to be super dark, because you don't want it to show so much after you paint it, but it doesn't have to be super light either. So now that I have my circle, I'm gonna go ahead and do my stem. I start with making this half circle, and then I just gonna go around like this. Oh, that was very thick. There we go. There we go. And after that, step 3 is to make these sections of your pumpkin, which is really what gives it the pumpkin shape. So we start like this. There we go. And then we make another one side. Now you can make as many as you want, or as little as you want. Maybe this one should go a little lower. There we go. There. Now the other side. There we go. Now we're gonna do the back part of him. So we kind of just go around like this. That is the back section. And the last thing for our drawing will be to make our vines. We just kind of just go around like this. A couple of swirlies, and then just add a few leaves here and there. And I would like to make another one on the other side as well. Now you can make more of this if you want to, or you can just make one, or you can have none. That's all okay. It's all up to you. This is your pumpkin. So here is, that's the drawing. Now we're gonna go ahead and paint it. So first, just make sure that your brush is wet. And you're gonna get, we're gonna make some orange, because you only got yellow and red. But if you mix those two together, you get an orange. So I don't have any yellow on my palette. So I'm gonna add 1 or 2 drops of yellow into one of these little circles, wedges. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab some with my brush and put it on a different one. Clean my brush before I get my red. And I'm only gonna have a tiny bit of red. I don't know if you can see, it's very little. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. And as you can see, this is yellow and this is orange. It's a very nice orange. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. So just go ahead and paint the whole center of your pumpkin. And you will need more water. Just go ahead and take the paint all over. There we go. Use the belly of your brush. There we go. And you can add some more paint, some of your orange on the sides. There we go. It gives it more dimension. Makes it look less flat. Nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the other sections. I'm gonna put a little more red because I like it to be a little darker. And I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this other sections. Okay, so now that I have my pumpkin all filled up, I'm just with a little bit of water and just rubbing it around, making the lines softer. There we go. So now we're going to work on our stem. For that we need to get some green. Now to make green we make some blue and some yellow. Oh, actually I already have some blue here. Just one drop is enough. You only need a tiny bit of blue. And I'm going to grab some of this blue. I'm going to put it here in the center so you can see better. I'm going to clean my brush really well. And I'm going to grab some of this yellow and I'm going to mix it. As you can see, it is nice green. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint my stem with this green. There we go. It looks very nice. Now, you can always grab a tiny bit more blue and mix it to make a little bit of a bluer, darker green. I'm going to use that for the very bottom of the stem, because usually that is the darkest part, I think. Of course, you can do whatever you want to. It is your project. There we go. Now, finally, we have the swirlies, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to paint over them with our green and over our leaves as well. And you only want to use the very tip of your brush here. There we go. There we go. Now we can add a little bit more texture by putting a little bit more brown in here. To make your green a little brownish, you just have to add a tiny bit of red to it. And now it becomes like a brown, muddy color. You can just do that for shadows. And now you can see here, my green is starting to bleed into my orange right here. I'm just gonna wipe it up with my brush, kind of like a mop. Just going to go ahead and there we go. And that's totally okay. It gives it a little more texture and makes it look more interesting. And finally, we're just gonna grab a little bit of that brown that we made. I'm gonna put it underneath brown green, the pumpkin like this. Then we're gonna grab some more cleaner brush and just have it wet and just make it look like it's not floating on the air anymore. There we go. And that's it. This is a nice little project that you can make during your Thanksgiving break. You can even make cards with it. You just flip it around and you can write happy fall or happy Thanksgiving, whatever it is that you want. You can give it to your parents. Well, I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that you take a photo of your art and you tag us to it. We would love to see what you did.